And moving on to more business, Equity Bank has begun its quest to grow into a Pan-African bank with entry into the Democratic Republic of Congo. This follows the 75% stake purchase in Pro Credit, with operations expected to start in August. This makes Equity the first local bank to spread its wings beyond East Africa, with its sites firmly trained on the continent for growth. And as KTN's Charles Gitonga reports, Equity is hoping to reap big from Congo's largely unbanked population.
It is a signature that marks entry of Equity Bank into the Democratic Republic of Congo's banking space, subject to regulatory approval by the financial authorities in Kenya and DRC. Equity has acquired 79% stake in Pro Credit Bank Congo at a cost of 4.4 billion shillings, a bank that has operated in DRC for 10 years.
This is a public company. It's not an NGO like we did in Uganda. Skills and competencies. It's not personal, it's not private, it's a public company. We looked at the shareholders and we were amazed that we somehow share some shareholders.
ProCredit Bank is the 7th largest bank by assets in DRC, exceeding $200 million in worth, an equivalent of the total asset base for Equity's subsidiaries in Uganda, Rwanda and Tanzania. It has a customer base of 170,000, most of them being SMEs, a client base that typically resembles that of Equity Bank in the Kenyan market.
The bank we are talking about in Germany is committed to creating centers of excellence around the world in terms of SME banking and microcredit.
According to Dr. Mwangi, Equity is well aware of the tough business environment in DRC caused by years of political crisis, but the 85 million population, of whom 96% remain unbanked, is worth taking the risk for. The bank will leverage on experiences learnt in South Sudan and Kenya's less stable towns of Mpeketoni, Mandera and Garissa to crack the Congo market.
If we go and do what we have done in Kenya, bring every Congolese on the table of resource allocation. Take away from those who have and give to those who don't have at a price of just the normal interest rates that we give in Kenya. We may see lasting peace being achieved.
The bank is also going after DRC's fast-growing economy, which registered an 8.6% GDP growth in 2014 to hit $32 billion and is projected to maintain an average of 7.2% from 2015 to 2019 against an inflation rate of 1%. The banking space in the country also remains less competitive at a penetration level of 19%, comprising of 18 banks, with the 5 largest ones being family-owned. The sector is, however, growing at a rate of 30%, the highest banking growth rate in Africa. Equity will therefore maximize on agency and mobile banking in partnership with Airtel, the largest telecommunications services provider in Congo, to beat the rivals.
That infrastructure, we believe, is available to us to use and to bridge distance and at the same time overcome the challenges of infrastructure.
The move to Congo marks Equity's 10-year growth strategy to crack 10 new markets. On the cards for the bank include Ethiopia, Malawi, Mozambique and Nigeria as growth markets for the future. Equity becomes the first local bank to go beyond the East African region on its quest to become a Pan-African bank. Charles Gitonga, KTN Business.